Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking onto my video. This is going to be a what is the current gossip on you reading, you guys. And right off the bat, I'm getting the gossip on you is that you no longer are as shallow as you used to be or as shallow as people thought you were. I'm hearing people are very impressed by your maturity. They're so impressed that they're not even holding your past against you. They can't even see, like, you're so far from that person you used to be. It's like, how the hell, like, like they're not holding your past against you. And people are also gossiping about your love life. They're wondering who you're going to end up with because you got a couple of masculines who are attracted to you. For some of you guys, you might have a group of masculine men gossiping about you and who's going to get with you here. It's like somebody doesn't care, like, you, what anybody says about you, because you're so interesting, you're so deep, you're so sultry is a word I keep hearing. I don't even know what that means, but hey, we got emotional storm and releasing in reverse. The gossip on you is that you released a part of you that was like this emotional storm in relationships. Some of you guys could have been yelling, grabbing keys, getting into arguments, don't leave, and whatnot. And people feel like you're not at all who they remember you to be. There's some people who really want to sit and have a conversation with this new version of you. They love that you grew up. They love that you're doing well with your life. For some of you guys, this is an uncle specifically. If you got a good uncle hair, like, and I'm saying he got like a thick mustache. That's with somebody like particular. He could be very into the Lord, like a true Christian, not a fake Christian here. You know, um, we got divine feminine in reverse and nourished in reverse here. The gossip on you is that somebody low key wish that you would stop taking care of yourself here, but you're being reminded to take care of yourself, love yourself, go for those walks, drink that water and whatnot. We got obscurity coming out here and trapped. The gossip on you is that you guys are no longer trapped in the mystery of life. A lot of you guys have pretty much ebbed your own way. You started weaving your own destiny when we see the spider web here, rather than being trapped up in just life circumstances. When people knew you before, you were like, well, what about this? What about that? It's like people are coming to the revelation that you were just young. And now you guys, I'm hearing you guys have aged like fine wine. That is the gossip on you guys. Whoever you are, like, you aged like fine wine. The person you're growing into compared to like who you were, it's like people feel like they were too harsh on you because you were young and you were learning. And somebody's like, whoa, like, you were young, you were learning. It's like being frustrated with a little kid for not doing everything right in life here, where that little kid doesn't have the brain to do everything right. It's like that little kid doesn't know how to fix their own bottle. That little kid doesn't know like what to do. That little kid doesn't know, like, they didn't know. And and this is what people are realizing about you, that you did the best with what you knew. And people, I feel like they weren't teaching you. They were just getting mad at you. Or it could have just been like, a lot of people, they don't learn because of the way people talk to them. Like, they'll talk to them in a certain type of way that makes you not want to learn. Hey, put that down, like, and then it's like, okay, I'll put it down, but why do you have to talk to like anybody like that? You could say, you might want to put that down, or put that down, please, like, not nicely to a kid. And you got to explain things to kids too, because they have their own rights, because people can have a pushback to knowledge if you try to embarrass them for not already knowing it. Now people are realizing that because some people try to embarrass you. They try to not even teach you, instead of teaching you a lesson, they try to humiliate you. They try to hurt your feelings in a way that wasn't right. As somebody that wants to give you a big hug, because you were young, and I feel like a lot of you guys had to be on your own. You had to learn on your own. And Spirit is telling you right now, forgive yourself for anything that you may have done in your past, whether it was in relationships, whether it was in job, career move, whether it was in overeating, whether it was in spending your last $10 on the blunt instead of investing that last $10 because you didn't know much about investment. And then I feel like there was a lot of people who were on you, but not a lot of people teaching you and leading you the right way. It's like you really can't hold a lot of people past against them because they were young. I mean, unless they were extremely violent, then that's kind of not really normal here. I feel like a lot of you guys are fine. Yeah, you might. A lot of you guys are finding forgiveness in yourself as people are finding forgiveness in you. It's like this big loop of forgiveness that I'm feeling like going on in the world where we're all calculating the sins, the sins of another, the sins of this person. And then, the only people I worry about are those who seem to instinctively go after the vulnerabilities in others. Intention matters when you committed those spiritual crimes. God doesn't just think about um, what you're doing, but what led up to that and why you're doing it here. So I feel like there's a difference between someone, I don't know, stealing to eat rather than somebody who is stealing for the thrill of it or stealing for the payback. I don't know. I'm not getting too deep into that, but I was thinking about I don't remember who it was. It was one of these spiritual gurus on YouTube, and it was will somebody asked because they were in a meeting with the spiritual people. He asked the guru, um, "Is a person who commits suicide gonna go to hell?" And then he's like, "That's not an easy question to answer." Because he's like there, and I was surprised that he even knew this. He's like, there's some people who are in so much emotional pain that they might commit suicide and then their spirit later regrets it. Like, whoa, and didn't even, like, it wasn't even them who committed it. It was them trying to, like, end that pain here. Whereas there are people who could have done like a bad crime, they don't want to go to jail. So before the police comes, they take their own lives. But then even in that situation, to the point where it was so much understanding, because like say somebody went on a mass killing spree, and then at the end they got caught, and then they decided to end themselves here. Is that person going to hell? What was their intention behind that? A lot of people will say, yes, yes, yes. Well, imagine if this was like a teenager and they were looking for help. They were getting bullied. Their parents like, shut up. You didn't have to deal with anything as big as this. They don't have they didn't have any resources to deal with those emotions or deal with that pain. They were just looking for a way out, and they just wanted to leave that earth with that impression, like to care more. Nobody cared until you did something crazy. Like, nobody, it's like, what I'm trying to say. And then, because they wanted an out to that pain. And not only did they want an out to that pain, they wanted to set the message straight, like don't be bullying anybody just because they're different, just because they're alone, just because they might not have nobody who care. AKA, they had people going after them for pure vulnerability, just off the instinct of knowing that that person was vulnerable. It's like, so it's like it's a lot of things to factor in to a person and what they're doing here. This is pretty much the gossip on you, is that you might cause people these deep philosophical thoughts. The gossip on you is that a lot of people also miss your thoughts. They miss the conversations that they had with you then, and they want to see what it has blossomed into now. They're like, if I like talking with the collective before, I know I'm a love talking to the collective now. Like the collective is whoa. Like I love me some collective. And a lot of people be forgetting how deep you are when you're away. For whatever reason, with the shallow in reverse, people might like have this impression of you being like a lover girl that isn't really a thought girl. And then once you come around, you're not just a lover girl, you have a light bulb too. And then it's just like for whatever reason, they see the pink light glowing in you more, and then once you get up close, they can see that it's another big light bulb around your head too. And then they're like, I forgot about this big, beautiful light in the brain because they were so distracted by your pink heart chakra light here. And some of you guys, I'm not going to lie, in the past, maybe people are gossiping about how maybe you let your heart block out your mind because you guys could have been a bit of a lover girl and you wanted that lover life and you wanted like somebody to love, and you guys need, because I'm hearing that Jefferson's airplane song too, that don't you want somebody to love. I remember that from Cable Guy. Oh my goodness, Cable Guy. He wanted a friend so bad with Jim Carrey. That movie was still the funniest freaking movie to me. Oh my God. He hooked up that guy, Cable, and then he ended up stalking that guy because he wanted to be his friend. And then when the Jefferson airplane, he sang that Jefferson airplane song during karaoke. He sung, don't you want somebody to love? And this is after lacing the freaking, what is that? He gave, basically, it was an old people home and he laced them with like MDMA. He gave them drugs and then he started singing, don't you want somebody to love, to them, and they were all like, the old people were making out, if I remember. I don't know, I'm like, it's nothing like those old movies. They're so strange. Divine, please tell me more. We got perspective here, better off, happiness, clear headspace. Perspective here is in reverse under emotional storm. I feel like some of you guys are gaining perspective here, like, and it's helping you to release this sort of emotional storm you had. You guys might, the only thing is, it's like it's hard for you guys to gain perspective because it's like everybody involved was still learning, even you. Like it does feel like a lot of people were not talking to you very kindly. A lot of people were not very patient with one another. Maybe the whole world is like going through some sort of awakening, some sort of shift right now in consciousness where we guys are, we're realizing things here. We got beauty coming out here in reverse. Charming, graceful, kind-hearted is coming out here in reverse. And this is beauty under divine feminine. Somebody could have, the gossip on you is that somebody basically wants to reverse your beauty and your self-care, but they're not going to be able to do that. It's like a lot of your beauty comes from like divinity. It's like, a lot of it, of course, is you taking care of yourself. It's like some of you guys, you take care of yourself emotionally, and then it comes up physically here. Let's pull some more of this. Yeah. Foundation in reverse, established family security coming out here, or somebody is losing their beauty. The gossip on you is that you guys are the most beautiful one here, and somebody could be in an emotional storm because they were the pretty ones. Now it's like everything kind of reversed. where you guys, like, all of the cups are on your table now. Now you're the pretty one. Now you're the smart one. Now you're the kind one. Now you're the, like, the business owner. Now you're the money getting person. Now you're the this. Now you're the that. Now you're the cool one. Now you're the popular one. You guys are like the one, you know? We got hoping coming out here in reverse, expecting, faith, and manifestation coming out here. Hoping in reverse. Somebody is no longer hoping to be able to get next to you, or somebody could have wanted to reverse the way that men are lusting after you, or people are lusting after you. They could be gossiping on how to do that, but none of it's working. It's like none of this beauty magic is working on you with this beauty in reverse, self nourishing in reverse, divine feminine in reverse here. We got conflict, conflicted in reverse, hot and cold, and confusion in reverse under pride and arrogance. Yeah, whatever confusion spell they tried to put on you might have wore off as the gossip on you, or people are gossiping about how you're no longer confused anymore. People thought that you were confused in the past and you were just acting out of pride. And now you guys are pretty clear headed. It's mostly people being impressed with how you are. People also could be very impressed that you are still taking care of yourself. Your beauty did not reverse. You guys are still in this divine feminine energy. People might be gossiping about your peer groups not taking very much care of themselves here. They're like in some sort of state of depression. They're not like feeling well because maybe they tried to siphon your energy and then you came back and sucked all of that energy back, like for yourself here, or it was just some sort of looping point here. We got breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed coming out here with the shallow in reverse and the soulmates. Yes, somebody, the gossip on you is that you no longer get to that level of having any sort of breaking point. Like your breaking point was that, all right, I'm not taking anything seriously unless it's serious, unless we're married and we're moving in together and we're about to have kids. And you're not trying to take anything too seriously until the bell is being lifted up and you're hearing the church bells, and some of that might be happening pretty soon for you guys. It's crazy because I hear a lot of church bells where I'm at. There's a lot of nice churches. Um, Here we got escaping in reverse, avoiding, blocking, pushing away coming out here with the escaping card in reverse. Somebody wanted to make you feel like you can't escape anything or anyone, or that you had to go back to wherever your drive point was, wherever you were suffering. Somebody wanted to make you feel like life should be tough, and that but I feel like nobody's listening to like this point. It's escaping in reverse. Somebody is gossiping about you, saying that you could do all of this. You could, like, basically you can heal. Basically, you can get money, you can glow up, you can move to another place, you could get married, but you're still not going to be able to escape who you are. And you don't need to escape that part of your soul. What you needed was to just get what you want out of life here. Somebody wanted to make you feel like you're going to be stuck in some sort of negativity no matter what, and that's just not the case here. I don't know, like whatever they're trying to spin is going right back to them here. But this is all out of envy and them just trying to negative talk. None of these are queens in reverse. They're mad because they're not pretty. They're not taking care of themselves. All of what they do go into gossip and whatnot here, and nobody else can write out your future for you. This is another reason they're mad. No matter how much they talk, it's not going to make it true here. Yeah, and I said it. I told you, some of you guys are about to be married. You're going to be committed. You're going to be married like within the next 3 years. Like, put that, like, mark my word. Like by 2028, somebody's watching this gonna be married. if not like before then. That's if you're looking for it, especially if you're not and you're just having fun with these masculines, that be the time where they trying to secure you. I noticed that now that I'm having more fun dating, it's more like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why didn't you text me back? What's going on? Like, yo, I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's it, you guys.